Question 559. Real estate advertising is governed by rules created by all of the following, except A. The California Advertising Board, B. The Truth in Lending Act, TILA, C. Real estate law, D. Regulations of the Real Estate Commissioner. Correct answer is A. The California Advertising Board is fictitious. Question 560. Under the California Civil Code, if a broker was showing real property to a prospective purchaser where someone had died 5 years earlier, that fact would be considered A. A material defect required to be disclosed, B. Not required to be disclosed, C. A material defect but only required to be disclosed if the death was non-accidental, D. Any of the above, at the discretion of the broker. Correct answer is B. A death on a property is a material fact that must be disclosed but only if the death occurred within 3 years of the date of the offer to purchase or rent. Question 561. The Uniform Commercial Code, UCC, requires a notice to creditors of a business that is making a bulk sale must be published at least, blank, before the sale is transacted. A. 1 day, B. 12 days, C. 1 month, D. 3 months. Correct answer is B. Enacted to ensure that creditors of a business are made aware the business may be trying to dispose of its inventory. Notice is required to be published at least once, at least 12 days prior to the sale. Question 562. In an option agreement, consideration refers to the A. Appraisal of the option property, B. Optionee's promise to try to purchase the option property, C. Something of value conveyed by the optionee to the optioner for the right to purchase the option property, D. Past services rendered by the optionee to the optioner. Correct answer is C. The person granting the option is called the optioner. The one obtaining the benefit of the option is the optionee. Consideration is an item of value, not necessarily money, provided by the optionee to secure the optioner's promise not to convey the option property to anyone else during a set time period. An option contract, or any contract, for that matter, can never be based upon consideration provided before the promise was made. Question 563. Alleged violations of the real estate law are prosecuted by the A. FBI, B. California Secretary of State, C. Local district attorneys, D. Both A and B. Correct answer is C. Such offenses are prosecuted on a local level. Question 564. A will that is dated, written, and signed in the testator's own handwriting is A. A holographic will, B. Non-binding, C. A parole will, D. Admissible if a majority of the decedent's immediate family agrees. Correct answer is A. A holographic will includes all material provisions and the handwritten signature of the testator. It is valid even if not signed in the presence of witnesses. Printed or typewritten parts of a holographic will are not acceptable, however. Question 565. The following are base and meridian lines in California, except A. Humboldt, B. Mount Shasta, C. Mount Diablo, D. San Bernardino. Correct answer is B. The U.S. Public Land Survey is the surveying method used historically over the largest fraction of the United States, particularly for rural, wild and undeveloped land. Question 566. Which loans are most similar to each other? A. Interim loan, takeout loan, B. Interim loan, construction loan, C. Construction loan, standby loan, D. None of the above loans are similar. Correct answer is B. Like an interim loan, a construction loan is temporary. It finances the construction of improvements on the estate. Upon completion, the construction loan is replaced by a takeout loan, the permanent financing. Question 567. Agency relationships, like a listing, may be terminated in all of the following ways, except A. If the property with which the agency is concerned is destroyed, B. Mutual termination agreed upon by both the seller and agent, C. Resignation of the agency by the broker, D. Revocation by the principal if the agent owns an interest in the agency's subject. Correct answer is D. If an agent has an interest in the agency's subject matter. Say, if a broker owns a third of the property, the principal cannot revoke the agency. Question 568. Building standards in California are set statutorily by the Housing Act. Regarding the building regulations in the state's unincorporated areas, the Housing Act, A. applies, along with the County Building Code, B. does not apply, since it is in effect only for urban public housing, C. does not apply, since it is in effect only for incorporated areas, D. does apply, if the County Building Code does not. Correct answer is A. The Housing Act and the local building codes are both in effect for unincorporated areas, with the more stringent of the two sets of regulations enforced. Question 569. An accidental death occurred on a property. 4 years later, is there a requirement for the broker showing the property to a potential buyer to disclose the death? A. Yes. B. Yes, but only if the buyer specifically asks about it. C. No, such disclosure might hurt the chances of making a sale. D. No, it is not a material fact. Correct answer is B. California law states that death on a property doesn't have to be disclosed if it occurred more than 3 years prior to the sale unless a buyer asks. Many brokerage firms have supplemental disclosure forms that specifically mention death on a property. Question 570. The concept of the loan-to-value ratio, LTV, describes which of the following? A. Loan value to book value. B. Appraised value to market value. C. Loan value to sale value. D. Loan value to appraised value. Correct answer is D. Loan value to appraised value. LTV depends on the amount of a loan a lender will provide to the borrower as it reflects the property's appraised value. Question 633. A potential borrower trying to obtain a FHA loan would apply to A. a broker, B. the FHA, C. an approved lender, D. the VA, if the borrower is a veteran. Correct answer is C. A lender applies for a mortgage loan to the FHA on behalf of the borrower. Question 634. Bart, an owner of beachfront property, is aware that the paved pathway to the beach being constructed over the course of a year by Jared, who lives across the street, is an encroachment on Bart's property. Nevertheless, Bart waits until the pathway is completed before notifying Jared that Bart is suing to have the pathway removed. Jared can likely prevent this result by relying on the grounds of A. Laches, B. the statute of limitations, C. the statute of frauds, D. Coastal Commission regulations. Correct answer is A. Laches is a legal doctrine that can be used by courts to bar a claim because of undue delay in making that claim.